Week 5 of Valorant Champions Tour Pacific 2023. It is going to be Paper Rex going up against Global Esports. We kick things off on stage with Forsaken and Monyet.
Monyet, I mean, again, one of the players that we just highlighted is always worth talking about. This guy's made such a name for himself and continues to kind of carry on the M-named, controller players, just kind of dominating, whereas we're looking for Mindfreak again to step up and have that impact. Bazzi on the opposite side, somebody who had an immense amount of impact in Global's first victory just last week, looking incredible, but we get our first look here at the YouTuber extraordinaire, CGRS.
I mean, he's got a he's trying to find a spot. He doesn't know.
Where do I go? It's my first time up here.
I mean, it's his first time. Yeah.
He's having fun up there. That's good to see. Again, we were wondering how exactly is this guy going to perform. And sometimes you could look at somebody walk on stage and maybe get a feel for where they're at. But it does seem like overall, all the players on both these teams have gotten pretty well acclimated. We see something coming out as well, along with SK Rossi. This is going to be an interesting match. Again, when this thing starts, I've got my eyeballs on CGRS. I want to see how he performs. Does he look shaky? Is he aiming all right? Is he overextending? Is he communicating well? Because if he is, then we go, okay, there it is. That's why he's brought in.
Yeah, my biggest concern is obviously this could be something that has been working, given, playing from a controller role, trying to dictate the pace of the game. Perhaps.
Nice! CGRS, Gecko as well. I mean, hey, maybe he's been labbing it out, right? Trying to figure out how to make Gecko work here. And on the side of Global Esports, we've still got Aaron on that Harbor. Of course, it's going to be Harbor and Viper. No Sage, but Texture is going to stick with that Killjoy for a little bit of that extra passive info. On the side of Paper Rex, I mean, you do have the core idea still there, right? You've got the Viper and the Sage, which has been an age-old composition here. Something still playing that Jet. But CGRS on that Gecko,
also
I mean...
a little bit of that economy. They're going to save up. SK Rossi on a Sheriff still able to dish out the damage. Paper Rex has to be careful in this round because a single mistake, you might lose a rifle, and then that could be the bonus round for Global.
Look at how aggressive Rossi and Batsy are getting over towards the B side.
I like that.
I love this. This is a completely different look from what we saw in the last round. Now you've got the Viper over here as well to try and buy a little bit of time, and a great shot from Rossi.
What a pick! And that's your controller gone. You can't pull off fakes on B anymore. This mosh pit does not quite land where you wanted it to, though. So they'll be trying to use the elevation to find an angle onto him. It works, and now off the Texture. Spectre in hand, he's able to reposition and just to buy enough time for his teammates to rotate over. And that's where SK Rossi strikes. He's got the Vandal from behind. Something turns around 180, still lands a shot, but now in a 1-on-2. Doesn't have that much left. No tail up on top of screens.
Right there.
The rest of them rotating over. Maybe SK Rossi on a flank again.
Right there.
Paper Rex, they seem okay.
Yeah, CGRS only one away from his ult here. If he gets a kill, he could throw those thrashes out and do some real work.
Just waiting for it. Holding the angles, playing, ducking in and out of cover. The rest of Global trying to push off of rafters, but it doesn't quite work. A little bit adventurous, SK
So
Rossi.
risky.
Even if you tailwind at the foot of 2, you're not going to have that much space, so one pick, but Jing makes an instant trade. I love that Aaron's here to receive, though, but not quite able to connect the shot. Jing continues forward with his rampage, wall up, getting control over B now. Batsy's the only one here, and he's kind of trapped unless he goes back through tube.
He's got to go under. I mean, this is so tough. Texture trying to lock down multiple angles. But yeah, this is just a nightmare for GE.
Mindfreaks towards yellow, possibly a player. Yep, that confirms it towards Snowman. And then the shot from the back.
The Reckoning to back it up. That is a wonderful set play there from GE. That's an eraser special. I can tell you that right now. That's Korean Valorant if I've ever seen it. You just flash and you send your jet in. You follow up with the utility. It's so beautiful from the side of GE.
Erasing even more now. Something will not be able to make it forward.
First pit to be put down. Now you still have Texture's lockdown in the back pocket. No Hunter's Fury to clear it. So maybe there's a reaction here from GE involving that.
Yeah, there definitely is a little bit of a flank coming out from the back of A. Forsaken is in a great position though. And he's able to find off the first pick. Maybe the second, it is confirmed. And of course, the Viper's pit on the A site. They might have to evacuate because of the lockdown, but they still have a lot of these great positions. Mindfreak still has. We're starting to cook. CGRS able to dodge the flames. Now they're looking to possibly sandwich them.
Forsaken was quick to get over there, and yeah, like you were talking about, dude, Texture unaccounted for. Mindfreak there, not ready for Mun yet. And it's a 5v3. Okay, quick trades though on the site.
Again, it's these pistol gods of global something trying to descend, but not quite able. He's going to be the one falling instead. CGRS. Last one now, 1-on-3. A turret in his face. Aaron up on top. Peeking off of Reed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Oh boy.
What just happened? Paper thin, Monyet winning out a one-on-one against Forsaken. Indonesian versus Indonesian, and he comes out on top with a ghost. Mindfreak, you have to save the day. It's not gonna happen. Texture says no. We're down to a 2-on-3. Texture does have a Spectre. Jink comes up from mid. Oh, he's able to do so much because of the positional displacement. Now Texture, a sudden swing, and we're back to a 1-on-1. We have the Spectre still. We're trying to spray. Oh no, something! The cloud burst, the smoke bomb, it does not.
Aaron, he moved behind the box instantly to give a little bit of extra time, maybe break the crosshair initially, have to force a transfer from Forsaken. The Texture, absolutely nasty there.
At that point, your only option is Paper X. There are only so many spots that you can come from, and GE are reading them in full. The book is open, the pages are flipped. SK Rossi now looking for destruction. A second frag, holding off mid as well. We've got Monyet with a Viper's Pit, but CGRS just walks right in. He's able to do a little bit more damage, a bit of a wide swing, but not quite able to land
Blade
the third.
Storm's available, but this is just a great round from GE. And then, by the way, Batsy's reaction with that flash there to make sure that the end of that round was clean for GE. Just picture perfect. Batsy's been playing so good the last couple weeks. GE looking dialed in.
Peak performance is what Paper Thin is saying.
That's right.
I mean, look at this now. Paper X has no choice but to go into the Force. They don't get this round. It's basically game over. SK Rossi, so aware of this. And he's trying to be a little bit more careful. Oh my God! Something up in the air!
I mean, it is nothing but heads. This is outrageous. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. He doesn't miss a single one.
Oh my God.
I mean, they're lined up a little bit, but jeez Louise.
He has no idea. Texture will be able to delete him. Spike now being delivered over to the A site. Jing has to be the one, the miracle, the Kingmaker. It's not going to happen today. Global wants this win. They want match point. SK Rossi with the blade, the right click. And Mindfreak is the only one left.
Oh, man.
Trying to get a little bit more information, but we're also peeking so much, and that is so risky. It does not pay. Pays for Global. 2 players gone, and they continue to push forward.
Enemy kill.
Okay.
Good start. That's big. The toxic screen is going to come through mid here. So, or excuse me, not the toxic screen. That's the high tide from Aaron. And he is just trying to cut off the center of the map here, trying to obscure the movement of GE, who is looking for flanks. They're checking to see if anybody's pushing the extremities of the map. Nobody is for Paper X. They're very spread out in a 2-1.
I mean, they can't, right? If they do, they get punished.
30 seconds
Now
left.
Global are just playing off of this safely. They're covering all bases. Anyone who pushes into A, they will be able to overwhelm with the setups from Bossy. That's why Mindfreak is positioned so defensively back up on top of Rafters now. 15 seconds left to get the spike plant. CGRS does get a bit of information, but Mindfreak has to know
10 seconds
that
left.
he's alone here.
Last player
Monyet and
standing.
Aaron, oh my goodness, suddenly gone! Botsy
Attackers win.
cleans up with a simple dry peek, and that's 13-7. Global will take Paper X's map pick off.
I mean, that attacker side was near flawless. They only dropped 1 round on the entire attacker side for GE, and everything looks so good there. I mean, first and foremost, SK Rossi. What a performance here on the Jet. You know, a lot of discussion about should it be Texture, should it be him? Well, that one right there is definitely a check mark in the SK Rossi book.